I'm Nyssa Payne Harker and I work at Ministry for the Environment. I'm a policy analyst there in the resource management team. So on an average day I'll have some meetings and some writing work. So usually I'll get in and there'll be some kind of team meeting where we all run over what we're doing for the day and how the day is going to run, and maybe even what we're doing for the week, sort of the people we might be meeting with and what sort of things are due in. And then I'll probably go to my desk and do some emails. I work quite a lot with stakeholder groups, so groups that are interested in what we do outside of the ministry. So I might send some emails to some people about things that they're interested in terms of the work that we're doing. And then I'll have some other meetings during the day as well. It's a very collaborative kind of environment working at the ministry. So we tend to, with a project, we'll all be working on something similar. We tend to use each other in meetings. We test ideas and come up with new approaches to solving some of the issues that we're facing. I started by studying politics and history at University of Otago and Māori studies as well. And so that gave me a really good grounding in the kind of political environment that I'm working in now. You work a lot with ministers, like giving them advice and not necessarily seeing them, but they always, the decisions that they make impact your work. So I started by studying politics and I got a really good idea from that. And then after that I did the Master of Planning, which is like resource management and looking at the way that our cities run and the decisions that we make and the way that those affect the cities. And so that also gave me a really good grounding in that area of work. And the work that I do now, I'm working in the political environment, kind of working with those sorts of issues. So it's a bit of a mix of both, yeah. I think for me, I was always so interested in the most relevant issues and the really recent issues and things that are affecting our society. So I started with that interest, and then I was involved with environmental groups as well throughout university and also high school. And those sorts of groups really gave me a passion for environmental issues. So kind of bringing those two things together, wanting to really be involved with what's happening day to day in our society and making decisions and working with people, making a real difference, and then working with the environment as well. I think the environment's becoming an especially increasingly kind of important thing for us to be thinking about, especially with some of the issues that we are facing now, like climate change and water. And those are the sorts of issues that I work with and see at the ministry, where we make kind of decisions about policy and the way that those sorts of parts of the environment might be managed. Travel, especially around New Zealand. So for example, the job that I'm working in at the moment, we work a lot with councils from different areas. So that might be councils all the way from the very South Island, kind of Invercargill area, to the very North Island, northern kind of councils like Auckland and above. So we'll often travel to visit them and run workshops on the sorts of policy that we're doing as well. Some of the decisions that we make affect them, so it's always important to keep them informed about what we're doing. And I also visit Māori groups that I work with as well, so they're also all around the country.